Now, forewarned weather with Ashlee Baracy.
Hot and hazy conditions on tap for your Tuesday as an air quality alert was extended across southeastern Michigan for today. That's due to the wildfire smoke coming out of central Canada. So we just haven't been able to push that out of the upper atmosphere, and that will result in the hazy sunshine today and poor air quality, especially for those that are in sensitive groups. Unhealthy air quality, in fact, for those that deal with upper respiratory illnesses or asthma. Try to limit your time outside. Check on your loved ones. Here is our current air quality across the Great Lakes region, and the worst of it really right now is across southeastern Michigan, where we have the unhealthy levels to start the day. Smoke forecast, though, is promising. So a lot of this is going to gradually be lifting to the northeast as we head through the overnight and tomorrow morning. So relief's in sight, but we're going to replace that with storm chances. So marginal risk for strong to severe storms on Wednesday from lower Michigan all the way off towards Denver, with a heightened risk just west of Lake Michigan. And that's clipping the southern half of Wisconsin into the northern tier of Illinois, especially the Chicagoland area. So right now, as we take a look at downtown Detroit, it does look milky out there. We don't have much cloud cover, but it is the haze. 68 in Detroit, 57 in Ann Arbor, where it's certainly cooler there, 64 in Pontiac, and 61 in Monroe, with very calm conditions across the board. So today's forecast will top out right around 90, 91 with that hazy sunshine. So it's a dry day and actually lower humidity. I don't want to skip over that because the feels like temperature will not be that far off from what the actual air temperature is, because we're not talking oppressive humidity today, but moisture starts to build in tomorrow. You'll feel the humidity rise. A couple little spotty shower chances on the east side tomorrow morning. Better chance for some scattered development into the afternoon and evening. Now you'll see a frontal boundary to our north, likely a little more activity there into the thumb region heading into the evening, but we won't rule out that instability south of the front, meaning that all of us across southeastern Michigan will have that chance for a heavy downpour or possibly some damaging wind gusts and pockets of storms that potentially reach severe limits. So it's that level 1 risk on a 5-level scale. Cold front sweeps through come Thursday. That could trigger more storms along the front heading into the afternoon and evening hours. And then watch, high pressure sweeps in, and that's going to bring us some drier conditions heading into Friday. Not only dry, less humid and cooler, with a high right around 80. And some areas might only top out in the 70s. So maybe not the best pool day, but a lot more comfortable compared to that 91. We will get into the seasonal low 80s as we round out the weekend going into early next week. Darnell?
Now, forewarned weather with Exact Track 4D.
It's a hot and hazy Tuesday on tap. Air quality remains a concern. That haze due to the wildfire smoke coming from central Canada that's been trapped aloft into our atmosphere, filtering out that sunshine. And here we go again. And so the air quality will be poor for sensitive groups today. It's going to be a little more tolerable for others, but still concerning. And this is set to lift later on tonight. So this was extended into Tuesday. Originally was set to lift yesterday, but air quality index unhealthy for sensitive groups. And that is just a smidge of improvement. Yesterday was unhealthy for all categories. And so as we look at the map across the Great Lakes, we have moderate smoke and pollutants draping the region. But here in southeastern Michigan, it's just a little bit worse as you see that orange layer on the map. Smoke forecast, though, that smoke is set to lift to the north, retreating back into Canada as we head into tonight and tomorrow morning. But we're trading the smoke for storm chances. Marginal level 1 risk from the Storm Prediction Center from lower Michigan, stretching off towards Denver for tomorrow. It's calm today, but south of here, southwest of here into Chicago, and then even west of Lake Michigan, that's where there's that slight level 2 risk for severe weather come tomorrow, where downpours leading to some localized flooding and damaging wind gusts would be the primary threat. But we're all waking up in the 60s this morning. Don't get too used to it. Temperatures soar into the low 90s this afternoon. 68 in the city, 63 in Ann Arbor, 65 in Pontiac, and 63 in Monroe. So that temperature forecast will top out close to 90, 91. It's a hot day. Great day to hit the pool temperature wise. It's just if you do fall in one of those sensitive categories, you might want to just limit your time at the pool because of the air quality. But definitely anything to keep you cool today will be good because this is the hottest day of the week. Now Wednesday, some shower chances build in. A couple little isolated showers on the east side in the morning can't be ruled out. Better chance for more activity heading into the afternoon. I've stopped the clock at 1 p.m. So I think around the lunch hour shower. You can't rule out a little isolated or scattered pop-up. These are just going to bubble up throughout the afternoon and evening. There will be a boundary to our north that could lead to some heavier showers up into the thumb region. But then we get a low pressure system that'll be arriving going into Wednesday night, and that leads to some of those heavier downpours. And we're not done with that activity because that system lifts, and then that's going to bring us a cold front by the time we get into tomorrow afternoon. You know what that means? Cold front clashes with the heat, that humidity, and we could see a linear system when it comes to stronger showers and storms, and then the cooler air mass builds in along with high pressure. So that's going to usher in a cooler air mass. High pressure pushes out the cloud cover, blue skies, and wouldn't you know it, we drop just slightly below average on Friday with a high around 80. That might end up being the most pleasant, comfortable day of the week. We hold on to low seasonal 80s for the upcoming weekend, with another chance for storms arriving for the tail end of the weekend on Sunday.